Hey everyone, I am coming in for my 10-week post-op VSG update video, and I am going to start with my stats, the fun part for me. My highest weight was 442. My weight day of surgery was 397, and my weight today was 351. So that is a total loss of 91 pounds, yay, and a loss since surgery of 46 pounds. So I am super happy about that. I felt like I was going to stall this week. Just the first 3 days, I wasn't losing any. I went up a pound the first day, and then I didn't lose at all for the next 2 days, and then all of a sudden or 3 days, and then all of a sudden over the weekend, I dropped like 3.5 pounds and maybe 4 overall for the week, I don't know. And so that was awesome, and I feel like I'm doing really well. Glad I didn't stall, but I feel like maybe one is coming soon. I don't know. I need to be positive. But I'm kind of trying to rush this video, so sorry if I talk fast. I've been trying to talk slower in my videos, but my boyfriend should be home from work soon, and I hate doing videos with anyone else in the house, even him, and I just get really awkward, and I feel like I can't say whatever I'm thinking. I don't know. Even though I could tell him whatever I'm thinking, but I feel awkward making a video. So this week I wanted to talk about my must-haves after VSG surgery. I'm only 10 weeks post-op, but I feel like I always like to buy things to help me. Whatever I'm doing, I like to buy things that help me like along the journey and help me be successful or prepared or organized or however you want to say it. So I'm going to talk about some things that I use on a day-to-day basis, I'm talking daily, and that have really helped me after surgery. So number one, I'm going to talk about the apps that I love to use. I've mentioned them maybe before in one of my videos, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. My number one is called Happy Scale, and I've mentioned before I weigh myself every single day, and Happy Scale is my happy way to log my weight every day and make my thing. So I'm gonna show. This is what the app looks like. That's gonna be backwards for you guys, isn't it? But this is my current weight, and then I make these little milestones. I've made 10 milestones. I've almost hit my second one. Yay! Almost done with that. So this bar tracks your progress, and then these are all my milestones along the bottom. 350 is my next milestone. And then your overall weight is tracked along here. Can't see that very well. Anyway, and then it tells you like when it predicts at your current rate of what you're losing, when it predicts that you'll hit your next goals and whatnot, and then a little graph to show how you're doing. I love this app. I love weighing, and then when I get to work I type in my number and hopefully I've made progress that day. Love it. Really easy to use. My next app is MyFitnessPal, which you probably all have heard of, but I log all of my food no matter what, because you really can't, unless you're eating exactly the same thing every day, you really can't say you know what you're eating and you know your calories and you know how much protein you're getting. You can estimate and get in the ballpark, but I have just gotten in the habit, I've been doing this probably a year before surgery, I've just gotten in the habit of I just log everything every single day, and instead of spending 10 minutes on Facebook, I spend 7 minutes and then I log, or whatever it takes. I would just highly recommend doing it. This is how I make sure I get my protein, which is the most important part for me right now, and just make sure my calories are in check. I like knowing those numbers, and just have fun with it and get addicted to it because I think it's important. My last app is called Round, just maybe Round Health. It says Round Health when it comes up. This I use, I am terrible at this, I'm sorry. This I use to track and remind myself to take my vitamins. So I think the app is like white, so I don't know if you can, well, that's gonna be horrendous to show you guys. Trying to maybe reset it. Oh well. So I log all of my vitamins in here. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I log all my vitamins in here and when I need to take them throughout the day. And it reminds me, it has like an hour window that reminders will come up every, I think it's 15 minutes, a reminder pops up. And it really does help me to have those, because when I pick up my phone, it usually, you know, has a little badge that says, did you take your medicine? And so, you know, it just helps me like, oh, grab my calcium pill or gotta take my vitamins, whatever. Or when I grab my phone before I go to bed, you know, obviously you look at your phone before you go to bed and it's right there saying, did you take them? So that's really helped me if you're one of those people that are worried about remembering your vitamins. This has really helped. I've been like spot on with my vitamins for like 4 weeks now, probably more, but I just noticed the past 4 weeks have been really good. So that's called Round. Speaking of vitamins, before I talk about that, just really quickly, since we're talking about technology stuff, I also have an Apple Watch. I know these are kind of pricey and maybe a little ridiculous to people, but it has really helped me because like my medicine, like the vitamins app, it's tied to my watch and will remind me on my watch as well. Probably not necessary, but I like it. And now that the Apple Watch Series 3 has come out, I'm thinking the first 2 series will be cheaper. So I also do all of my workouts on here, and it reminds you to stand throughout the day and like get your steps in and that kind of stuff. I love my watch. This is a Series 1. I got it when it first came out. My boyfriend got it for me for graduation. The sweetest. He's totally surprised me. So anyway, I love it. It works just like, you know, the Series 1. I don't think there's much difference between that and the 3. So I'd recommend that, or like a Fitbit or anything like that to track your steps. Anyway, moving along with vitamins, I wanted to talk about my pill vitamin holder. I love this thing for a few reasons. First of all, it holds all my vitamins for the day. And second of all, it doesn't pop open. You know, like even if you touch the button, you actually have to slide this button over to pop it open. My mom, I told her to get this one and she accidentally ordered one that looked just like it, and it just pops right here so that if it's in your purse, it just pops open all the time. And hers was a lot smaller. So I'm going to post a link to this in the comments because this specific one is awesome. So when it pops open, I did this little cheat sheet right here of like what my vitamins are, and then when I have to take them throughout the day, and I just taped it in here because at the beginning it was kind of hard, but then it got easier. My sister's calling me. We just talked though, so I'll call her back. So these are the vitamins throughout the day. They all fit in here. I'm using these calcium chews right now instead of the pills, and those fit in here, but I have to put, you have to take 3 a day and only 2 fit in here, and then I put the extra one in here. So it's not perfect, but I love this thing. It fits nicely, it's slim, fits in my purse. I've also seen a lot of people use the 30-day pill organizers, which would be nice because it's kind of a pain to do every single day. And I'll post a link to the 30-day pill ones as well. But those, you have to grab your pills every single day from your organizer. And I feel like that's more likely for me to forget than filling it up once a week. So love this. Amazon, I think it was $10. Don't be tempted to buy a cheaper one because I think you'll regret it. This one's nice. Speaking of calcium, these have been a lifesaver for me since surgery. I hate those. I know everybody's different with what pills you have to take, but I'm pretty sure everybody has to take calcium. I'm going to pause now because my boyfriend just got home. Okay, so anyway, back to these calcium chews. The calcium pills that we have to take are like horse pills. So I bought these for the first month. This is a 1-month supply, and thought I was only going to use them for the first month, but I'm still using them because calcium sucks, and you have to take it. For us, we have to take it 5 times a day, 6 pills a day. So 3 times a day, 2 pills each time. And this you only have to take 1 morning, noon, and night. So they're just like the shape of Starburst. They all the ones that I've tried so far are really good. But they are a little spendy. You get a 1 month supply for like $30, but I would recommend it. Totally worth it, at least for the first month after surgery. And make sure you get the 500 milligrams, not the 250. I almost did that because they look cheaper, but it turns out it wasn't the right ones. My other thing for meal prepping, I found these containers that I love. They're made by, oh, this one has water in it, but they're made by Systema, the brand name, Systema, and they're like a perfect size for meals that we eat now. They hold about, I think, a half cup per side, so I just use, you know, I can't eat quite that much, but I use them for each side. Meal prep my lunches, and that's been awesome. And then I also found this one for snacks. So I love this one. Inside it has a little container here to put, like, I do carrots and hummus, and I think these are so cute. I found these on Amazon, but they were actually cheaper at my local grocery store, so keep a lookout for those. Oh, I forgot to talk about this with vitamins. So everybody's freaked out about hair loss. I am too. I feel like I'm starting to get thinner. When I washed my hair last night, it definitely felt a lot coming out. But to try to help that, I take this Biotin 10,000, which is a lot for a day. But I just got these at Walgreens, and if you wait for their buy one get one free sale, you can get 2 of these for $16, and there's 120 pills, so that lasts like a year for $16. Biotin 10,000, made by Nature's Bounty. I think it's helping, but we'll see as the months go on. But also for hair thickening, I use this product made by Aveda, and I know Aveda is usually pretty expensive, but I happen to get a discount because of my awesome sister. But I would highly recommend this if you can find it. It's called Betain Body, and it's used to actually thicken your hair. So you just kind of like go through and spray it, and then kind of push it around. You can't see it at all, but I feel like in my spots where I already said it's looking a little thin, it kind of thickens it up. I don't know how, but I would recommend it. And I've talked about this before, and my boyfriend will make fun of me for mentioning this, but my Hydra Flask. I bring this thing everywhere. It helps me keep water. You can hear that there's still ice in there. That's from, like, I think it might be from last night actually when I filled it up. Keeps ice for at least 24 hours and helps me drink a lot more water. This is a special cap. This is really what I wanted to talk about. I found this cap not made by Hydra Flask, but I love it because it has the handle and no straw. So we're not allowed to use straws. And the Hydra Flask lid that looks like this does not have a handle. So I just always felt awkward carrying it like this. I don't know why. So I'll post the link to find this one on their website. You can also buy it on Amazon. So it's a regular flip top cap with a handle. And I just also, speaking of drinks, wanted to mention these while I'm on the subject. Gotta get a lot of fluids in. So I found this one about 2 weeks ago by, I know they've been out for forever, but for some reason I thought there was a lot of sugar in them, and there's not. There's only 10 calories for this whole bottle. I haven't tried the other fruit ones, but they have like coconut pineapple and coconut lime and the regular coconut. I love all the coconut ones. And the cheapest place I found them is Winco and Walmart. And Costco has them for, I just saw them today, I think it was a 24 pack for $20. So that would be definitely the cheapest. But they only had a little, I think like 4 of the coconut ones, and the other ones were just the regular fruit ones, and these are the ones I like. So, bye. Good stuff. And the really important drink is Fairlife. So, if you guys haven't talked about this with surgery, Fairlife has 13 grams of protein, This is the skim one, and it has 80 calories. That will be backwards, but hopefully helpful. And I drink 2 cups of this a day to help get my protein, and my nutritionist prefers these to protein shakes because this is natural protein, and protein shakes are, you know, made up protein or fake protein and considered a protein supplement. So this is actually just a natural protein source. I love this, and there's no way I could get my protein every day without this. Drink it every day. The cheapest place I found that is Walmart, but not all the Walmarts have the skim version. But they're about the same price anywhere you go, like $3.50 to $4. The most I've ever paid for it was $4.50 in a pinch, which seems like a lot, but it's about the same as if you were drinking a protein shake. So, plus I love milk anyway. So my last one, I can't really say that I'm like a pro at these, but I just got an Instapot. This is just the box. And I don't know if you heard the beeping a minute ago, but I've used it twice and I love it. We've eaten at home a lot more since surgery, so I've been cooking a lot more, and I feel like this Instapot is going to be a lifesaver because we freeze all of our meat, and you can cook from frozen and just make things way faster than normal. And so I'm really excited about it. And my meal just went off about 5 minutes ago, but that's okay because it keeps it warm. So the one that I got is Instapot Ultra. So it has this a little dial instead of like the millions of buttons that usually come on here. And I don't really know how it's so different, except that it automatically seals for you instead of sealing it yourself. And to do the quick release of the pressure seems a lot safer than the other ones. And it was only like $20 more than the other version. But I really like it so far. I might do a video on a meal or something that I've made in it once I get better at it. But anyway, meal just went off, so I'm gonna go and I'll check in with you next week. Thanks.